Hello, and welcome to another edition of the South Dade Chamber of Commerce Shoutout. Today, we're so excited to have another one of our members. As you know, we are always showcasing our members to basically let everyone know what we're doing in this community. Today, we have Monique Scoggin, who is from the University of Florida's IFAS program. More directly, she's with TREC, and we're going to find out all about that. Good morning.
Good morning. How
How
are
are
you?
you today?
I'm well. How are you?
Good, good, good. What brought you here to beautiful South Dade?
South Dade. Well, I was born and raised here, so I came home. Um, the University of Florida IFAS TREC, Tropical Research and Education Center, actually has been in South Florida in the Redland community since 1929. So when I was looking for a position with the University of Florida, I was actually very excited that I didn't even have to leave the county. Um, And so my commute down to Homestead, thankfully, is against traffic. We all know Miami-Dade County traffic. So it's a pleasure to actually drive south through agriculture, through farms, through fields. It kind of takes me back to my time in Gainesville, but keeps me stable here in Miami where I have my family and my roots.
Very cool, very cool. So, as you know, and then hopefully a lot of people know, down here in South Dade, more directly, the Redland has historically been agricultural.
Mhm.
In fact, we are the agricultural epicenter for Miami-Dade County.
Correct.
Tell us about TREC and why that's important.
So the Tropical Research and Education Center was founded in 1929 by the county commissioner and more importantly, the University of Florida and the state. The purpose or like our mission is to continue the research on tropical and subtropical fruits and vegetables. So the agriculture of Dade County. Because South Florida is different from the rest of the state, we are actually the only tropical research center in the continental United States. We are the only environment that is capable of growing some of the fruits and vegetables and ornamentals that are grown here. So we're actually really special. Like our research center is unique in that we're the only ones who do what we do in the US mainland. Hawaii is the exception.
So there's a very interesting point there. Being in this environment in South Dade, we are the only place where you can do the research that you do. So basically, University of Florida, is a land grant school. And so a lot of things that have to do with agricultural. Can you explain that, the research aspect, and why University of Florida?
Sure. So a land grant universities were established to conduct research on agriculture specific to the state. The University of Florida was the university at the time in the state, and that was our purpose initially. So IFAS, the Institute of Food and Agricultural Sciences, that's our purpose. We research the food, we research agriculture in general, and then through the land grant university, like through that portion of the university, there are extension offices in every county in the state of Florida. So 67 counties, 67 extension offices. Another part of IFAS is the research. Right now, there are 12 research and education centers throughout the state. Tropical TREC is just one of them here in South Dade County.
Okay. So again, it's very interesting if folks in South Dade don't understand how special it is to live here, because not only are we the only place that you can do that tropical research. If you look offshore, okay, because we have land grant universities and we have sea grant also universities. Right. We're the only in the continental U.S. The word just slipped right out of my brain. Tropical reef. Okay, so we have a reef system that stretches 300 and something miles, and it's the only one.
Right.
So being here in South Dade is important. Having a research facility here in South Dade is important. Okay, how can we in South Dade support you?
So our annual fundraiser, One Night in the Tropics, is going on this year, November 6th, 2021. Perfect. At this time, we're raising funds for a student dormitory at our location in Homestead, Florida. We would like to not invite more graduate students, because they do have to be accepted into the programs, but we want to have more graduate students. We understand and we realize that the programs that we're researching, the programs that we have and the research that's going on at IFAS TREC is integral, and it's exciting and it's innovative. And right now we're pretty much at capacity. We don't have a lot of more space to offer incoming graduate students. And so we want to be able to invite or host, we would like to house more students at our location.
Okay, so are you considering building something, dorms, or?
Right. So in 2019, the campaign for student housing was actually already started at the last One Night in the Tropics. It was canceled in 2020 due to the COVID-19. But the capital campaign was started in 2019 originally. So far, out of the $600,000 required for the groundbreaking, we have raised half of that. So we have over $300,000, and we're hoping that in this final stretch and this ending of 2021, that we're able to make the rest of the money. We want to raise the rest of the money so we can go ahead and get started on future student dormitories.
Okay, and that will be, where is the Tropical Research and Education Center?
The exact address? We're down in Homestead, so on 280 Street. We're actually, if anyone is familiar with the Extension Center, we are 1 block away from the Extension Center. They're on 288 and we're on 280.
Okay. So, and just trying to get an idea, feel for where this dormitory will be built or constructed. And then the thing that's important is you'll bring more researchers into this, because you'll have the place to house them.
Correct. So in addition to graduate students, we also have research scholars from international programs and postdocs who have the opportunity to live on campus if needed, or at least until they transition into finding permanent housing off campus.
So I just heard you say you international. So we bring in folks, scholars and researchers from other places?
Of course, yeah. So because, again, we're tropical research and education, so a lot of the people who are interested in doing the research that we do come from other tropical locations. Mexico, Colombia, Brazil. We have a lot of Brazilian students on campus, and definitely Central America.
Okay. Very, very interesting. I mean, it comes to mind then that because of the stability and the economic strength that we have here in South Dade, supporting this type of research would actually attract then people who are maybe, say, less fortunate countries with a lower ability to do world-class research.
Right. Well, in walks in University of Florida.
Okay. All right. This graduate housing, obviously, it's very important. What is the size of your student body now, your researchers now?
So I really don't know.
Okay, all right. Just trying to think of to me what we're trying to get to as far as how many of the researchers will actually be there. But so we talked very briefly about this guide, and our producers very aptly, and it wasn't me that said, hold it up. It wasn't me. Tell me a little bit about this, because there's so much information in here. And I also want to know where our viewers can find this stuff.
Okay, so the sponsorship booklet is available online. The URL is http tinyurl.com/ONIT2021. So on it 2021 at the end. And you can also register there online. In the booklet, it gives us some background as to why it is that we need graduate student housing, the importance of housing for graduate students. And then we do have sponsorship levels at the avocado and mango. We picked fruits that are important to South Florida we all hold avocados and mangoes dear, whether or not you actually like all of them. There's a variety you like, you just have to find it. So these two sponsorship levels, we do have underwriting opportunities also, and you're more than welcome to give donations for student scholarships. So there's more information on that in the booklet.
Okay. So the website was there on the flyer, and we'll put it up again before the end of the show. But a donor or someone who wants to sponsor a researcher or even help with the program in general can go to that website, and all of the information that they need is there.
Right. Correct. They can go directly to the website, and register for the event. They can review the information if they want to review before they register. And on our TREC website, like on our website directly, if they are just interested in making a donation because they're unable to attend the event, they can also make a direction directly to the campaign.
Super. I have to apologize for that look of surprise. I wear hearing aids, and every now and then they pick up a signal from something else. And so I was just hearing something. I'm not quite sure what it was, but I didn't know if the police were going to come storming in or whatever, or if that was Tommy telling me just something that just kind of caught me by surprise. Okay, I really thank you so much. I do need to pay the bills. I need to talk about some of the things that we have going on in the chamber. I'm going to come back and have one more question for you before we go.
Sure.
But we have a group of new members that have come into the chamber, and we're very, very excited. We're in the middle of our membership drive, and really the things that are happening within our chamber, the growth, obviously coming out of COVID. We want to do the things that we weren't able to do. And there were several of them. And we are looking for pledges. We're looking for folks to come in, but we also are making pledges. The things that we're going to do within the chamber, for our membership, for our community. So recently we had Alexa Hernandez Agency, which is a State Farm agency, come on board. And
You're talking to Alexa.
say again?
Alexa heard you.
I don't know that.
When you said Alexa, it activated Amazon Alexa.
Oh, funny. So, guys, now I understand what's happening. It's actually AXA. But when I said Alexa, we have an Alexa unit in here, and it's going to keep activating every time I say Alexa. So I'm doing it for fun now. But in my house, I kept calling it Alexa, and it finally said my name is Karina. I was like, gosh, that's probably one of the problems I've been having with females my whole life. Can't get names correctly. That's why I'm married. Also, Sweet Jelaine and Company. You have to have a sense of humor. We're really excited about these folks coming on board. Again, please, membership, watch out for the renewal forms that will be coming through your email. As far as upcoming events, we have our first annual poker run. We've been talking about this and trying to make sure everyone knows what it is. But essentially, it started out as a motorcycle type thing, but you don't have to be in a motorcycle. And so we'll be giving you poker cards or playing cards for every location. Each one of the locations are members of the South Dade Chamber of Commerce. So you get to look at their location and what they do. But it also kind of brings us together to do things. We're going to end up at Snebley's winery, which is out in the Redland, and we'll sample some of that avocado product that he has out there, as well as having an auction. The winner of the poker run is going to receive a very expensive watch that was donated by Mercedes-Benz. So you know right away that that's going to be a good prize. There'll also be several other prizes that will be given away. The stops along the way will be, well, we're going to start out at Peterson's, then we're going to go to Mercedes of Cutler Bay. We're going to go to the Miami Speedway. Exit 1 tap room is a stop. K&G Cycles is a stop. The Gator Farm is a stop. Robert is Here is a stop. So all of these places you can pull in, have a great time, hang out with some of the locals here from South Dade, which, quite frankly, we're all the community, and sample some of the things, look at some of the things that they're doing, and then move on to our end stop where we'll do the giveaway. We'll have a raffle, and then we're just going to eat dinner and have a great time. Also, we're going to have a spotlight breakfast, and that's actually before. The poker run is on Saturday. The spotlight breakfast is this Thursday. And at that breakfast, we're going to bring in a safety and a workplace safety specialist, and he's going to talk to all of the businesses who need to know and understand ways to keep your employees and yourself safe. The following Friday, 2 Fridays away, the 8th of October, We have a new board of directors that will be taking over as of the 1st of October, and we're going to have an installation for them. And obviously, we're going to kick off again since it'll be in the evening, our after hours event. So kind of keep an eye out and watch for that. And then our big health and wellness affair will be held on October 16th, and that will be on the Homestead campus of Miami-Dade College. Every one of the providers, medical providers that are there, will be providing their services free to the general public. So we want to make sure that everyone comes out and at least listen to some of the things that are being done. You can get your blood pressure checked. There's the Big Red Bus that will be there if you want to donate blood, and a couple of the other vendors that we're trying to pull together for that event. It will be a very, very big medical health and wellness event. Please show up for that Saturday, October 16th on the Miami-Dade Homestead campus. So I have to ask you, are you excited about, well, you said you came back home, you're here now, and are you excited about coming down to South Dade?
Yeah, there's no other part of Dade County I'd want to be.
Okay, no, that's what I was going to ask you. Well, you just answered the second part of my question right off the bat. And it's just, folks, we just live in a wonderful part of the county. And I hear that over and over and over again. There's just not a better part of the county that you want to be in. And the other thing that's very exciting about our end of the county, we are the only city, well, Florida city, which is in South Dade, that has 2 national parks. There's no other city in the country that has 2 national parks. So the Everglades National Park and Biscayne National Park are both here in South Dade, and Florida City in particular. So we're just excited about all of the things that we can do here. Folks out in the Redland, it's just a wonderful place to go out and relax and get away from the hustle and the bustle. If you want to be out on the water, obviously we have that as you look to the east. So it's just a wonderful place, and we're so glad to have you here. We're so glad to have representation from the University of Florida, and we all know there's a joke between that. But Monique and I will keep that to ourselves. But folks, we want to invite you to come back every week. We are going to showcase a new member every week, sometimes 2. It's our honor, it's our privilege to be here. So thanks so much for listening in. And as always, please be safe.